Unbreakable Strong Women. I think her name is Nina. So this is just a reply to your video, and just in general for the people who are really practically, how do I sit there and say this nicely, dancing on Kevin Samuel's grave at this point. Okay, so this woman made an 18-minute video where essentially she looked like a jackass. Okay, there were so many things that she said that was wrong. I literally sat there, was like, did you ever even really watch his content? Because there's things that she said that I was like, I didn't need to even sit there and watch every single piece of content that Kevin Samuels had. And I know right off the bat that she's sitting there, either she's just clearly misinformed, or she's sitting there trying to, maybe make this video, whatever, to try to make whatever points that she wants to make because she doesn't like him. Because he's never really disrespected women. Not really. He's always sat there and matched their energy. Whenever they got on the show, he's always sat there and matched his energy. Matched their energy. Yeah, there was a lot of times he was direct, but he wasn't the type of person that sat there sugarcoated around the truth. Now, he says something along the lines of, and I actually had to sit there and write notes because I was like, it this really irritated me. She was sitting there talking about Kevin Samuels would sit there and say things like high value men won't date a woman because of her income. Let's think about that for a minute. You're telling me that a high value man won't sit there and date a woman because of her income. When it comes to us high value men, they don't care about your income. So your whole sentence doesn't even sound like that. That doesn't even make any sense. He's never once sat there and said that he's not going to date you because you don't make money or you don't make as much money as him. Okay? He's also never sat there and said that you don't deserve a good woman. You don't deserve a good man. He said that some women may not qualify for the type of guys that they're shooting for because he hung out with a lot of high value men. He knew what they were looking for. He knew that, when it comes to us men, we're very visual, right? We're very visual. So obviously we're going to sit there and like who we like, and we're not going to sit there and like who we don't like. Everyone has standards. Everyone has preferences. Women have preferences. So I don't understand why she's sitting there talking about, oh, well, Kevin Samuels said that women don't deserve good men. No, no, that's not what he said. And the fact that that's the takeaway that you got just proves, one, how either little attention did you actually pay to the videos. You probably watched a couple of things and then you start just, I don't know, I guess thinking in your feelings. You just start going in your feelings instead of really listening there. And granted, there was a couple of times she did sit there and say that there was a lot of valuable points that he made and stuff like that. And some things he would sit there and do would be little jokes or whatever. Like if a woman came on and she weighed a certain amount or whatever, he would sit there and play the trumpet music. But that was really for entertainment, right? That was for entertainment. He's never, and here's the thing. This is not just it's not just her. And I think this is like the last person. And I was just like, all right, you know what? I gotta sit there and make a video. Um, because on one level, I agree with her as far as don't be fake. If you didn't like this person in life, you're not gonna sit there and try to start faking and be like, oh, well, this person, I like this person when they're dead, right? But don't sit there and belittle his name and start sitting there making up information about him or start sitting there saying lies about him that he's never actually said to try to validate your point. And of course, you kept sitting there using God every 5 minutes, which just pissed me off. Oh, God don't like ugly. God, his karma and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. And I'm going to sit there and wait. And I'm going to sit there and enjoy when you get your karma. Okay, since you want to sit there and start lying on other people when they're dead, well, let's see how your life unfolds and see what kind of stuff they're gonna say about you when you're gone. You know, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna sit there and try to claim that the guy was perfect because he wasn't. There was things that he did sit there and say that was just out of pocket. Okay, It was straight up out of pocket. Um, so I'm not gonna sit there and say everything that he said was the truth and it was the gospel and stuff like that. Um, I just don't believe for most most people whatever you know, there's things that people sit there and, people sit there and say that's true, and there's other things that people sit there and say that is just definitely out of pocket. But we're not going to sit there and start, as they say, I guess, besmirching his name when he's passed and start making up lies talking about, oh, he basically sat there and said that women don't deserve good men, because that's not what he said. Okay, get out your feelings for a hot minute. Listen to what he actually said. You can go right to Kevin Samuels' videos and watch all his videos. He's never once sat there and said that you don't deserve a good man. Okay, he said that you may not get the man that you're looking for making that type of money given the circumstances that you're in. And of course, then she sat there and tried to make this argument about, women don't choose to be single. He's never actually sat there and said that women choose to be single. But, he had certain standards that he would sit there and talk about as far as, um, some men don't want to be with a woman who, has children. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just how it is. You can sit there and say it's not fair. You don't get to know the person, yada yada yada, blah 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 blah. It doesn't matter. Okay. Some men just don't want to sit there and be that situation, and that's totally fine. But she tried to make it seem like, oh, well, we didn't sit there and choose. Most men don't care. I mean, yeah, they'll sit there and get to know you and stuff like that. But most men are not. We're not sitting there saying, well, you totally choose to do it, so that's just it. And no one's not there saying that you can't sit there and get a man just because, you're a single mother. So he's never actually said that either. You may not get the man that you want to get because that person may not want to be with somebody who, whose child isn't his. But it's not sit there and say that you can't get a man. So I rather to tell you, I really think she needs to actually do her research, um, before she just comes out of pocket saying stuff that isn't true, because it's just wrong. It's just wrong. I'm not gonna sit there and try again. I'm not gonna sit there and try to make the case that Kevin was always right and everything that he said was the gospel to men and stuff like that. No, he was wrong plenty of times. But we're not gonna sit there and start making up lies about him either, just to get whatever agenda out that you want to sit there and get out. That's what we're not gonna do. Um, that's pretty much about it. Anyway, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. I'm going to sit there and give a link to this woman's channel, this video in particular. Now, you find some of the stuff that she said that was right, write down in the comment section. So I'm not saying that everything she said was wrong, but there was just straight up lies where it's like, come on, bro. Really? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. I want to thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.